All right. On your circumference and area homework from yesterday, I'm going to go over a couple of those questions because I need you to understand about revolution, about a cycle, and about rotations. Those all mean you're going around the circle. So a revolution, a cycle, and a rotation mean I'm going around a circle. No, you don't have to write this down. I'm just making notes of this for you to help, or for you to get help solving those questions on that green paper. If I'm going around the circle, am I talking about the circumference of it or the area? I'm talking about the circumference. And even in the word circumference, it has the prefix circ, which means circle, which also means what? Circ what? What's another word that starts with C-I-R-C?
Circular. Circumference.
What does blood do in your body?
Circulate.
Circulate, okay?
I said that first.
All right. So, looking at this question right here, the Ferris wheel shown makes 12 revolutions per ride. How far would somebody travel during one ride? Here, this says 14.0 meters. What is 14 meters? Pay attention.
We don't have it. No, because we.
Do y'all want to look at it anyway?
Yeah, we'll look at it.
What is 14 meters? What part of my circle?
Is your radius?
Is my radius. Good. What can I find from the radius? The diameter. How do I get from radius to diameter?
Radius times 2.
Good. Multiply by 2. What's 14 times 2? 28 meters. Okay. How do I get from diameter to radius? What's the opposite of multiplying by 2? Dividing by 2. Okay. So on number 1, my radius is 14 meters. My diameter is 28. And I'm going 12 revolutions. So what does that mean I'm doing 12 times? Or what am I finding 12 times? Okay, and I'm going around, which means I'm looking for my, I spelled circumference wrong. My circumference. How many circumferences do I need?
14?
Look at what I wrote. What does this mean? Okay. And when I go around one time, what do I get?
12. 1.
One what?
1.
One circumference. If I go around 2 times, what do I get? 2 circumferences. So if I go around 12 times, what do I get?
12 circumferences.
So I need 12 times my circumference. Okay? So this is going to be my final answer here. What do I do with these guys to find circumference? I have R and I have D.
You multiply your diameter times your pi.
All right, so circumference equals pi times diameter. What's the other formula? Close.
It's 2 pi r.
Great. 2 pi and r. These are going to give you the same thing. Okay? So I like to do this one because I only have to multiply 2 numbers here. Here I have to multiply 3. 1, 2, 3. So if I take my circumference and do pi times diameter, where pi is equal to what?
Radius. I mean, pi is equal to 14.
3.14. Diameter is what?
28.
So what do I do to solve? Who times who?
3.14 pi times diameter.
3.14 times
28.
28. This is why I told y'all to do multiples of pi. For those of you who didn't,
Oh, it's very good.
8 times 3.14.
Oh.
Or actually, you should have gone up to 30, so you should have this one.
Is it 87.12?
Yes.
Hey, bro, where's my math number?
Okay. Now, am I done?
You have to multiply that times 12.
Why?
Because that's how many.
Hold on, this isn't 87.12. It's 87.92. Make that a 9, please.
Oh, that is a 9.
Mm-hmm. I have to multiply this by 12. Why? Because this is only one. What's that R word? One circumference or one? Revolution. So 87.92 times 12.
Oh, there go my answer.
2 times 2. 2 times 9.
18.
Carry the 1. 2 times 7 plus 1. 2 times 8 plus 1. 1 times 87.92.
792.
4 plus 0. That plus, not times. 8 plus 2. 9 plus 5 plus 1. 4, or I was about to give you the answer. 7 plus 7 plus 1. Carry your 1. 1 plus 1 plus 8.
11.
Take 1 away. Decimal goes.
The 5 is 0.
1,055 and 400 meters around. That's how far you go when you ride that ride 12 times, or when you go on that ride and it circulates or revolves 12 times.
Are you going on the future?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with this thing right here. All right. So that's what they mean when they're asking for a revolution or a rotation. Take a glance at page 307. This guy right here.
Oh, complicated. Much.
Draw a little squiggly line. Number 5. Okay. For this one, it says a banner is made of a square and a semicircle. Do you see a square or a semicircle anywhere on this paper for question number 5? No. So what does that mean you need to do?
I already did.
Draw a picture. You have to see this in order to make it concrete and understandable. So a square and a semicircle. Boom. There they are.
Oh, I put mine inside.
The square has side lengths of 26 inches. Do not write 26 all over this square. You're going to confuse yourself. One side. Why am I only labeling one side of the square? What do we know about squares?
They're all equal.
All the sides are the same. So I don't need to write 26, 26, 26, 26. That's overdoing it. One side of the square is also the diameter of the circle. Where is the diameter of the circle?
Right there.
Where's there? That's vague. Go point to it on the board. Great. This is my diameter. How long is my diameter? 26. What else can I find with my diameter? The radius. Great. What is the radius if the diameter is 26? Great. All right. So one side of the square is also the diameter. What is the total area of the banner? Underline what's important in your question.
26.
a square, 26, semicircle. What do I need if I'm solving this composite figures area? What did we do last week? I can repeat the question. Last week when we were solving the composite figures areas, how did we start, aside from labeling the sides and identifying the parts or the measures of each shape? How did I start my work? What did I do to initiate? How do I know what to multiply? How do I know that I have to multiply? What's half? Okay, how do I show that? Close, you're going along the right lines. Okay, what am I dividing by 2? Sure, I can cut 13 in half. That's going to give me a decimal, and that might make things a little more complicated. Take a step back. What do I have to do to solve this problem? Ladies, pay attention. Yes, it is area of shapes.
Don't you have to multiply?
Multiply what? Why?
Area equals area equals pi times r squared.
And what is that you just gave me?
Your diameter. I did. Your area.
What about the area? Starts with an F.
It's fake.
Fake, girl. No.
It's a figure.
No. You said area equals pi r squared, but what is that?
Formula.
Thank you. My formula. I need my formulas. Is this the only formula that I need?
No.
No. Technically, that's not even the correct formula, because what kind of circle is it?
Half a circle.
A half of a 1. So what do I have to do to this formula? By
2.
divided by 2. Great. Is that the only formula that I need? Stay focused.
You need based on height.
Thank you. And what formula is that? Yes, for the rectangle or quadrilateral like this. Now I can start solving. Let's do the easy one first. What's my base and my height?
26.
Area equals 26 squared, or 26 times 26. Bet y'all didn't know that's where the square came from.
I did.
Okay. 26 times 26. How much? 676. Correct.
Good job.
Now what do I do over here? Circle that 676 because you're going to need it. What do I do over here? Who's pi? Who's r? And who's r squared? That's half of r.
Oh, no.
R squared. I'm not dividing, I'm squaring it.
13 times 46.
13 times 13 is not 46 or 36. I have 13 13s, which means I have more than 10 10s, so it's going to be past 100.
Move on.
Because what's 10 times 10?
169.
Thank you. What's 10 times 10, Cam? 100. So what 13 times 13 is going to be more than what? More than 100, okay? No, we've already done 13 times 13. We got 169, and what's the next step? Stay focused.
And then you got 2 divided by 2.
Divided by 2. Oh, wait, not yet.
Not
I skipped a step. Area equals who times 2